Hey, my name is Joseph Blackman. I'm the owner of Instant Imprints in Concord, and now we're talking about how to work with schools. So, schools are kind of interesting. It's most of the time it's a government-funded entity. It's a lot of people, a lot of eyeballs. It's a lot of they do large quantities. And in my experience, we've done with school districts and with schools as well. But a school district places a pretty big order, and the reason being is because I like to do the three tips. So the first tip is that when they call or come by, you got to be the man. You got to be the guy. You got to give them that love and that kindness and that make them feel warm when they call or come over, because they're not really they're not really shopping for the lowest price. The money doesn't come out of their pocket directly. The point person that you're talking to, the money 9 times out of 10 doesn't come out of their pockets. So they just want to know that they're going to get the great service, they're going to get their order on time or early, and they're going to get it at a good rate. You don't have to be the highest price, you don't have to be the cheapest, but they just want to know that you're a good person, that you're human, and that you're going to do a good job with their order. You can get it to them on time, and you're going to smile about it. So my first point is to make them feel loved. You gotta make them feel like they're the only people on planet Earth, because it's an admin staff most of the time that calls or comes over. In my experience, there were two people that came by, and we dealt with both of them back and forth, and which was all right. I didn't have a problem with it, but it was two people. We had to kind of be the buffer between both of them, but it was all right. It worked out. My second tip is be ready to float it. You can't really hound them for money. They're government funded. Sometimes they'll place a huge order. You might have to do a whole bunch of promotional products, and you have to put out some money at first, which is all right. Just make sure your finances are set up to where you can carry that load for a little bit, and then once the check comes, the check comes. You can't really hound that person that you're talking to for the check, because they don't write the check. It's usually a different department or a different entity that writes the check. So just be patient with that. And my third tip is to upsell these big organizations, because a lot of times they don't know exactly what they want. So they come in and say, hey, I need some pens for my staff. I might need some folders. I might need a couple banners, but they don't know what else you could do. So, I mean, that's kind of like a buzzword for them, or a couple buzz terms. They don't know what else you could do. So tell them what else you do. tell them you could do like some rally towels, or you can do a different type of sign or a banner. You can put the grommets and the banner. Upsell. Let them know what else you can do, and then it'll open their eyes and ears. And once again, the money doesn't come out of their pocket, so don't be afraid to upsell. Make them feel like they're the coolest school in the district, or once they go to their convention, they'll be the coolest school with the retractable banner that does this to that and kind of has some sparkle and glitter coming out of it. So the three tips is be ready to float it, upsell, and then you got to make them feel like they're important. They're not shopping around with money involved, with money on the mind. That they're just looking for a good service at a good rate and on time or early. So once again, this is Joseph Blackman. Feel free to ask questions. I like sharing tips. I like helping out. So I'll see you guys at the top. All right. Bye-bye.